Are you ready?
Yeah, turn up the heat.
Are you ready?
Is he ready?
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
It's go time.
Ready to go beyond the scores and stats.
I love it.
Good.
Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Welcome to High on Sports.
The whole deal is like some kind of crazy game.
Exclusively on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hello, and welcome to High on Sports. I am Ralphie, and with me, as always,
It's Ashley.
And I'm Von Erich.
yeah! Woo!
I'm pumped.
All right.
I'm going to be the
Apparently we
ultimate
are.
warrior for Halloween.
We're
Are
like
you?
super pumped. Whoa.
I'm gonna be nothing or Facebook, where I write book on my face, like that guy in the office did once. That is my level of
was-
enthusiasm.
Wow.
That episode pissed me off.
Yeah?
Just because of that costume.
Really?
Well,
Facebook, you get it?
yeah,
it? Like, it's
yeah,
that
yeah. We
website.
all get it. You're
Hey,
a
we have a
lazy bastard
Facebook
who's
that
trying
you
to be a
can like.
Right.
And it is High on Sports. No, it's not. Facebook.com/High on Sports. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to say. That's our Facebook. If you want to check that out.
That Facebook is good.
Oh, it's great. I love it. I love everything about it. Except for maybe one thing, but we'll get into that later. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's called a tease. Remember, as always, you can call the show toll free, 1-888-668-0742. Email your questions or comments to shows with an S at morningshowcentral.com. You can always tweet at us at high_on_sports or with the hashtag High on Sports, as well as the previously mentioned Facebook.
Hashtag MSC Radio Network as well.
Hashtag MSC Radio Network as well. We'll see those. You know, we're always checking the tags or whatever kids call them. Checking the tags. That's a thing. I think that's why not.
Damn kids.
Get off my lawn. The website is highonsports.net. It's got the
Hashtag
archive.
get off my lawn.
Hashtag get off my lawn. Highonsports.net is the website that I am trying to talk about, and it's got the archive of all our past shows, my blog, and a bunch of other fun stuff. I shouldn't just keep saying my blog. I almost brushed over that. With weekly contribution by Mark, who's hitting it out of the park. Every week now. I've yet to come in a week, and he's like, oh, I didn't do it. I say that now, not knowing for sure if he did it this week, so
Yeah.
hope I didn't just jinx it. I guess we'll find out later.
No, he did it.
But, no, yeah, of course
it's
he
not
did.
just Ralphie's blog, because your blog sucks.
No, my blog.
I keep clicking on it every week, and it's nothing.
I think my blog was good. It's just, it's more like, it's not something you can
monthly
really,
thing?
It's not something you can really schedule. It's more, it's a very, but that makes it
Yes.
special. That makes my blog
Yeah,
feel
because
special.
you never know when it's gonna happen.
Because when there's a new one,
yearly
it's
thing.
a
Yeah.
special thing when there's a new one.
You always got to keep checking. Then eventually, whoa, we got something new.
Exactly. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
If Christmas was every week, it wouldn't be special anymore.
It wouldn't be. It'd be lame.
Anyways,
It would be Hanukkah.
all right, we got a jam-packed show for you. It is round one. Let's go. Oh,
Or Bacon Day.
No, Bacon Day. That can be every day.
Yeah.
What day is Christmas in Canada?
Just
I
kidding.
think it's
I
still
don't know
the
if
same
Canada-
one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an American. I think that's a.
Or is
Yeah,
that
it's more...
Thanksgiving?
That's Thanksgiving.
Ah.
There's a Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Christmas is sort of like we're all just doing that.
Yeah, that's kind of
For the
a
most part.
religious thing.
We're
not
the
a
one,
American
America.
thing.
We're the one that's all like what Christmas specials and money and stuff. I guess. But,
Germany might have invented the Christmas tree, but we've got Christmas.
We got
Exactly.
Rudolph.
We didn't invent Christmas.
No, that was
I
the
don't know. Probably
pagans.
not. It's probably it was the pagans. Thanks, pagans. Anyways, this is a sports show, not holidays. We did Happy Halloween preemptively, by the way.
Ooh, it's in 2 days.
We're only talking about
Why are
Christmas
we
and
in
Halloween.
costume? We should have discussed this
You know what?
for the past
Wow,
month.
we failed.
If we had any kind of rhyme or reason to the show, we might have thought of that beforehand.
Ralphie, do you remember the
Wait.
the costume idea I had about 3 years ago?
No, which was
and
it?
I said we should do this for Halloween, like you as like Luke Skywalker, me as Han Solo, and the Hole as Princess Leia. It wasn't actually at the time. That's why I
Hole?
say the Hole.
The whole, it's a term.
It's a term for the female voice on the show.
Exactly.
I
I
mean that in the nicest of
He
ways.
does mean that in this way. No, because you're
if,
not though.
If you would have been on the show at the time, I would have said Ashley. But you weren't on the show at the time, and I didn't want to say the name.
No, the whole is a term, and it's honestly it's not even like sexist as it sounds. It's sexist, but not as sexist as it sounds. It's the idea is a lot of like talk shows and stuff, especially like your morning zoo type thing. Is like the guys get all crazy and they're pushing the envelope, and the girls are like, "You guys, come on." Come on. Stop.
Stop
Somebody
it.
could be upset.
You're being mean.
Stop. But you're the opposite of that.
I'm the one who's the man.
You're the one that's like, quit going easy on him.
Stop being a pussy.
Ashley's usually the mean one. So, to be fair, me and Ralphie are the holes.
Yeah, we're by default. We're the
You're
host.
like, you may have crossed
We're
the
like,
line on that
Ashley,
one.
stop. You're going to get arrested.
Someone might sue us.
All right, let's get into this. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. The World Series is going on right now. Von Erich, I want to know something because we've said before, resident baseball guy on the show is Mr. Von Erich over here at the end. He was disappointed, as were the rest of us, disappointed in this matchup. I don't know if disappointed is the right word, just not enthused about it. Now, we've got 4 games under the belt, and they have gone 2-2. There's been drama. There was a game 1 on a controversial call. There's been comebacks. It is split down the middle right now with 3 games left to play. Have they got you on board?
Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah?
I really am excited. Not about the winner, but just about the gameplay. We've seen, even last night, the bad calls coming from the bullpen. You might not want to have a certain guy facing David Ortiz, and then another guy coming, giving up a home run to Johnny Gomes. Bad calls, definitely from the St. Louis bench, and those are the type of things that make or break in a World Series.
Well, we have a guarantee of a Game 6, which is always a good thing to know.
Going back to Fenway.
Exactly. And the next matchup, which is tonight, actually, after our show, which, of course, you can watch and mute while playing everything in between in the background. They might even sync up tonight. You'll never know till you try. John Lester versus Adam Wainwright. That's a damn good matchup right there. And Game 6, we have Waka versus John Lackey. And Game 7 does not have any announced starters right now. And if there's a Game 7, it takes place on Halloween night at 8 o'clock. That could be a spooky. That's too spooky, man. I don't like that.
They should play in costumes. We did that in my fall ball league one year.
That's a great idea.
We all got in costumes.
I have a serious problem with that. When is trick-or-treating? I don't remember because I don't remember last time trick-or-treating.
Most cities try to have it on
8 to
Halloween.
10 or is it no, but
Oh,
the
the
time.
time.
Is
It's
it
usually
6 to 8 or 8 to 10?
Oh.
Because if they're going on while
I
trick-or-treating,
swear it used to be like 7 to 10 or like 6:30ish to 10.
don't know.
Because I remember walking around the neighborhood all goddamn night, going to every single house and getting garbage bags full of candy.
I'm just saying,
Now
if
I think it's only 2 hours.
if they've got Game 7 competing with World Series, I mean, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you can't tell by the way at home, I'm a little
The World Series of candy.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm gonna give myself. I'm giving myself a free pass the entire night. If you can't tell at home from my voice, I'm a little under the weather.
He's a little
so
sickly.
I am, but I'm. You know what? I'm Jordan. I'm Jordan in the flu game, and that's what I do. I don't get sick. I don't not come. I come here to get all of you people sick around me, because I'm a team player. Anyways, so I mean, you've got Game 7 of the World Series competing with. Now, that may seem like an obvious choice in your mind. Like, oh, okay, screw candy. I can go to the store and buy a bag myself and eat it while I'm watching the game. But the thing is, like, think about this, is you got the kids at home.
Yeah, the
and
little
stuff.
kiddos.
Those people with
Kids don't care.
The little kids, they don't care. They don't know what's going on. They just know they get to go dress like, Iron Man and go house to house and get candy.
Yeah, even the kids in the hometowns of the World Series teams, I'm sure they care. They're like, yeah, I want the Cardinals to win. I want the Red Sox to win.
Well, I wanna go trick-or-treating, Mommy.
Exactly. They're more excited about trick-or-treating
'Cause it has
and
fun.
Halloween than they are about stupid adult sports.
And they're too young. They don't know. I being there. I remember being there when I think, like my dad's watching baseball, and I'm like, I'm upset. I wanted to watch cartoons. But, as you get older, you realize, like, wow, I can't believe I was stupid. I can't believe I was that
I'm not gonna
All the
lie.
stuff I missed.
When in 95 and 97, even though I was young, I was all about the Indians. I didn't care what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because what was I? I would have been 7.
You were
6.
7. You
Six.
have
No,
a
it was
good
6.
idea what the world is at that point.
Yeah.
I think at 7.
My friends.
Take one and pass it down.
At 7, you've pretty much got life figured out. I mean, if you don't by then, you should panic. But no, yeah, it's exactly. It puts it into a compromised position. I'm surprised Major League Baseball allowed it to be scheduled this way.
Well, because wouldn't they have a day off because it's going to be going Because it's Game 5 now. It's in Boston. So then.
So what is it? Let's see what game
hold
6
on.
is.
Tomorrow is Tuesday. Would be.
Well,
Game
MLB's
6
whole
will be
thing
Wednesday.
is they want to avoid playing in November. That's exactly what they want to avoid. If it has to be the last day of October, which happens to be Halloween, if they can fit the last game in, they'll do it.
I get that. I do get that. But I mean, even like, obviously.
It's gone to Game 7s before. How is it never?
This is a bit of a stretch, but I mean,
There's been
our
a few
show.
times it's hit November.
It was not long ago. What was it? Maybe 2 years ago or something? I don't know. I'm doing my math wrong probably here. But a couple years ago, Halloween was on a Monday. And that's when we would have done our show. And, we made we made the decision like, all right, well, we'll take that night off. Not that it's like some kind of holiday you need to be with your loved ones.
What are you talking about? We aired live.
Oh, right. Oops, I'm sorry. My bad. No, but we just did like a cover show, like when you do a cover song, but it was like us reciting a previous show.
It's like when the band releases a new album, but it's all greatest hits.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
That was just High on Sports Greatest Hits, a live show of it. No, but I mean, we and obviously we can't look at things and make the same decisions whether we're gonna air as they do with the World Series and stuff. But you think it's like Halloween is just a night where unfortunately the kids get the power that night. Because they get to, whine and complain. Daddy, take me trick-or-treating. Dad, take me trick-or-treating. Oh, my God, if you shut up, I'll take you trick-or-treating. It's...
And then for that 2 hours out of the whole month, the dad has to spend time with his kid.
Exactly.
He's basically forced to.
You chose to play Game 7 on the same night that a dad has to spend time with his children. Any other period of time throughout the year, you would have been fine. But that one little period of time, damn it, baseball.
This is the best episode of High on Sports
It's
ever.
pretty good. It's pretty up there. Now, again, we like you said, they don't want to get into November. I get that. I understand that because November is a month that, well, aside from football and Thanksgiving and everything like that, also is home to the start of the basketball season. We have the season kicks off tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow we've got some teams in action, and the Cavaliers, of
Kick
course,
off
our
Wednesday.
beloved Cleveland,
Or tip off.
They kick off. They tip off on Wednesday, facing off against the new look Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Is that here or is that in?
It's home.
Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. And, I mean, Brooklyn just. I don't know what to make of them yet. I know they're going to be better, but. It reminds me slightly just because the age factor of when the Lakers last year, how they added, Dwight and they added Steve Nash, and all of a sudden it was a team that on paper was like, holy crap, that's scary. It had a lot of people thinking it was going to be Heat Lakers in the finals, and that roster reminds me of this a little bit. I mean, Brook Lopez is really the young guy on the squad, and then there's Kevin Garnett. Paul Pierce, Joe Johnson, and of course Darren Williams, a point guard. It's just it sounds really nice. It's a nice lineup on paper, but what's left in the tank for a guy, especially like Paul Pierce?
Yeah,
especially Paul Pierce is a change of scenery and everything. It's the first time in his career he's not a Boston Celtic. I mean, I don't think they can't be better than they were. So, by definition, the only place they have to go is down, which makes me at least a little bit concerned if I'm a Nets fan. But then I remember I'm probably not a Nets fan because nobody cares. They just got here last year and, lost a lot of They don't have Jay-Z anymore, which makes me like them a little better, honestly. I don't mind Jay-Z at all.
What did Jay-Z ditch him for? Just for, instead of doing the Nets, he decided to just do free agents completely?
That was part of it. He sold his minority share. By the way, the share that he owned in the Nets, people don't realize, is very small.
Yeah.
Not much more than I own in the Nets.
Yeah.
Which is none.
But comparable to what Usher owns in the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Exactly.
Which is almost nothing.
Exactly, but he chose to be out there and yelling. That was it. He chose to be yelling all the time about the Nets. When most people who owned as much as he did are quiet and shut up about it. And just use the fact that they get, courtside seats whenever they want. But, of course, he had to be always out there about it, especially they were coming to his hometown. And I mean, just all out there and everything. And then last year, when he made the deal, he released I don't know what you call it, a rip track or something, whatever. He ripped on the Nets and basically blamed them for everything. And it's like, it's not their fault. If anything, it's almost kind of his fault, is that he led them into this town with so much hype. I mean, it was all like I said, he hyped them up like they were going to be great, and this was going to be like the team of New York and everything, and screw the Knicks and whatever, without realizing, because honestly, he's not a basketball mind, he's just a businessman, without realizing
They weren't that good yet?
You were fielding a crappy team.
Yeah.
Not much you can do there.
The changes, just moving a team from New Jersey to Brooklyn isn't going to make them better.
And
They
there's-
were not that good to begin with, so putting them in a new building isn't going to make them better.
Exactly. You bring in a coach who you fired before the calendar year was over.
Yeah.
And now okay, that's something I'm really liking about the Nets. Jason Kidd as their head coach.
I'm good with that.
Dude just retired like a half an hour ago. And
I know, and
he's
how
the
he's
head
already
coach.
coaching.
And then on his first preseason game, they're retiring his jersey. So it just
Does it even surprise you?
No.
At all that he's a coaching just right off the rip?
It's awesome. It makes me think how long over the last couple of years has he just been coaching? But wearing a uniform and everything, but
Yeah.
just sort of
Just he
added
was
to the
on the
Knicks
coach-
and
on the
everything, and
court
added to
coaching.
teams just to
Be on
coach,
leader.
basically.
Now, I remember back in the day that used to happen in the MLB, like Pete Rose and famously with the Indians, Frank Robinson,
All the
like
player
coach.
coaches?
Has that ever happened in the NBA that you know of?
I
don't
think maybe, and I'm talking like early, but it was definitely never a thing like baseball with how prominent it was and everything like that. Especially because the way basketball is, especially
It's too
now.
fast-paced.
Imagine it now, though. I mean, now it kind of is. Like, you get in crunch time, it's like, LeBron, what are you going to do? Like, we know that.
Yeah,
with Eric
and-
Spoelstra and with Mike Brown when he was here.
Yeah,
it's like,
especially with the majority of the coaching in a game happening in the last 5 minutes.
exactly.
It'd be and too, like, it'd be hard, like, making substitutions and stuff, because you can't, like, be on the court and going, hey, go
But
to the
I'm
go
saying
to the scores table, you're gonna come in.
One of the
'cause you
hardest
gotta-
things, though, is if you think about a player-coach situation, is think of a guy like Kobe. Isn't every game plan just going to be like, all right, you take it out to the wing, fake him out, and give it to me. And then you, like, when you rebound it, pass it out to me. And, like, every player is just going to be like, you do this, do that, and then give me my ball so I can so I can score. Like, it just, I don't know. It's such a ball hog type sport. I mean,
Yeah.
But ultimately, ball hogs, that's something you stop worrying about when you get to the pro level, because ultimately Kobe takes like a ridiculous amount of shots, but who else is going to take the shots? Pau Gasol? No thanks. Not interested. But Kobe, by the way, has been ruled out for the opener, which is no surprise. I think he's going to be
Yeah.
ruled out for quite a few more games.
Yeah.
I just saw this story a couple days ago. It was like, Kobe officially ruled out for opener. It's like, I feel like it was official for some time now. It's like,
Yeah.
I think Kobe playing this year is still kind of up in the air. Not whether or not he's going to play on Tuesday.
Yeah, he's the new Derrick Rose, to be honest.
Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about Derrick Rose either. I don't know if I'm already, like, preemptively annoyed or if I actually believe in him. Because everything, of course, on, the sports centers and all shows and stuff like that, they put together their, like, he's back type video packages of, like, look at all these, everybody's celebrating the return of Derrick Rose and just putting so much emphasis behind it. Like, this is going to be the first player to ever win Comeback Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. It's like, slow down. Granted, he's the last person not named LeBron to win an MVP, but he also has not touched a basketball
In over a
professionally
year.
In over a year. We always make that comparison. RG3. All of what RG3 is happened since
Before,
Derrick Rose.
yeah.
The last time Derrick Rose played a basketball game, you didn't know who RG3 was.
No, he was still in
I
college.
just mean you all listening. You didn't know who RG3 was at all the last time Derrick Rose played a basketball game. It's simple as that. This entire figure has come to exist just in the time that he's injured. But
Well, in the time that he couldn't come
oh,
back.
I know.
from
We had our
injury.
debates last season.
I'm sorry. It doesn't take a year and a half to come back from an ACL.
I saw another story today where something
6
about
months.
LeBron to welcome back Derrick Rose before they play.
6 months.
I don't care. Like he's
all it takes.
He's gonna call him up and say, "Welcome back, dude. Have fun, bro."
Yeah, I'm gonna go beat you.
That's not a news story. Anyways, let's look at the. We're gonna make this kind of fast, but this is our big picks and predictions. Like I said, I'm sick. Don't blame me. This is our big.
This
picks,
is our road to perditions.
our road to predictions of the 2013-2014 NBA season, and we're gonna start with the East. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give a brief little, how I see it in the different divisions, and we're gonna go around and make our picks of who's gonna win that division. I actually have predicted my standings for all the divisions too. I kind of went all out.
Yeah, I didn't go there.
We're gonna start. It's okay. We're gonna start in the East, and we're gonna start in the Atlantic division, home to the Nets and Knicks and Celtics and Raptors and 76ers. 76ers we talked about just a couple of weeks ago. The biggest news coming out of their camp most recently is the loss of Nerlens Noel, and I shouldn't say lost because they never had him yet. They drafted him hurt, and now he's just a little more hurt than everybody thought. Not going to play this year. And let's remember they traded Drew Holiday for him, their all-star. So this is a team with nothing. This is a team that comfortably rests on the floor of the Atlantic Division, which means congratulations to the Toronto Raptors.
They
By
won't
definition,
finish in last.
You are not the worst team in your division this year. Good work. Then I have the Boston Celtics with new head coach Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that they would to say they would finish third in a division, but then of course there's Toronto and Philadelphia beneath them. So that's not a credit to the Celtics, that's a discredit to the Raptors and the 76ers. New York Knicks coming in at number 2. I have them playing well most of the season and disappointing late as per usual. And at number 1, I do have them winning the division, although I'm not sure how far they go with that. Again, still up in the air on them. But I have the Brooklyn Nets coming in at number 1 in the Atlantic Division. What do you guys think? I'll start with you, actually. Or Von Erich. Go ahead, Von Erich.
I have the Knicks finishing first.
Start with him.
Okay, it's all right. Go ahead, Von Erich.
You can't.
It's all right. Hey, we're good.
Stuff.
Hey,
Come on, Von Erich.
I can concede to you if you want.
No.
Von Erich, who's going to win the Atlantic Division?
I picked the New York Knicks. This was a team that finished strong last year, and if I do recall, Ralphie, you were pretty down on them all year last year, and to be honest, they played strong, and I'm expecting big things from them this year again.
They're a good team. They're just, in my mind, they're a hollow team. They play with finesse, and I don't think they have what it. I mean, they have Tyson Chandler, who's kind of a beast, but after that.
They don't have a lot.
I don't see what they have. I mean, Melo again. Melo is a good metaphor for what the Knicks are. Flashy, but no substance. All sizzle, no steak. Anyways, what do you got, Ashley?
I'm taking the Nets too.
All right.
Over the Knicks.
That's fair.
Knicks will be in a close second, but
Agreed. I think it'll be fun to watch the Knicks and the Nets square off, though.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. But now we move over to the Central, of course, home to our beloved Cleveland Cavaliers. And I have, starting from the bottom, I have the Milwaukee Bucks lost a couple people this offseason. Really didn't make much moves, many splashes or anything like that. Relatively quiet season for the Bucks. The Pistons signed Josh Smith, which was pretty interesting. I did not see him going there. I honestly, to this day, am a little confused as to why he is there. Maybe he's from there. I haven't looked that far into it. But other than that, I don't get it. No disrespect to the Pistons, but I don't see how you land, a top caliber player like that. And I think he helps the Pistons, but I still think I think they could make the playoffs, but I do see them as second to last in this division because I believe the Cleveland Cavaliers will finish in third, just above the Pistons.
Former contributors to the show, Joe Dirt and Tamika's House, would disagree with your pick at the Pistons in second to last place.
they need to accept the fact that the Pistons are terrible.
But let me tell you something. The one thing standing in the way of this Cavaliers team, there's two things standing in the way of this Cavaliers team, I should say, is health and youth. And youth goes away by playing more, and unfortunately, health is the thing that stands in the way of you playing more. But if Andrew Bynum can come back, which it's looking better by the day, honestly. I don't believe he's going to play in the opener, but it's getting close. He hasn't been medically cleared yet, but I believe he'll play basketball in the month of November. And not to mention, if the beauty of it is if Anderson Varejao gets hurt, then there's Andrew Bynum. So if we could just get both of them to play half a season, but line it up so that one comes in as one's going out, then it would just be great. And they've added depth, or at least depth, if not starting caliber talent, to each position. Earl Clark, Jarrett Jack at point guard. Number 1 overall pick, huge. Anthony Bennett. Yep. Anthony, don't call me Tony Bennett. They have talent across this board, and the only question now is how to utilize it. And they do have a coach who, say what you will about Mike Brown, he's coached in NBA Finals before.
Watching the preseason games, that totally messed my whole game up.
Yeah?
Watching the game on TV, seeing Mike Brown on our bench.
Right?
Yeah.
Coaching
It's a little
Kyrie
weird.
Irving.
It is a little weird.
Welcome back, buddy. Hopefully you do good. And then I have the
glad to have you back, buddy.
Absolutely. I have the Pacers at 2, possibly the most complete team, maybe from top to bottom, counting the depth and everything. But I do have the Chicago Bulls finishing number 1 because the Bulls have hung in there over this time without their leader and MVP. So the addition of him, one would think, only makes them a stronger team and therefore pushes them perhaps over the top. We'll see. Anyways, what do you got, Von Eric?
I have Chicago finishing first as well, just because of the depth that they have. But I'm going to go a little homer here and say Cleveland finishes second.
Really? You have them above the Pacers?
Yes, I'm going to
Interesting.
have them playing a little better than they should be. But we're glad to have that here in Cleveland.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're always hopers.
How about you, Ashley? Cavs number 1?
No. As much as I want to say yes, no. It's going to be Chicago. I mean, Chicago has the best all-around team. And then, obviously, they have their best player coming back. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be Chicago. I mean, if Derrick Rose would have played last year, I think they could have made a run against the Heat.
Exactly. I mean, they didn't even go away with him gone.
They didn't. Yeah,
they were still in there as contenders.
With him coming back, they're taking the Central easy. And I mean, and then I'm back and forth between Cleveland and the Pacers because the Pacers are a good team. Okay. They are a really good team, but I can never say Cleveland won't do it because I know Cleveland is progressing to be a good team. As long as if they stay healthy, I think they can give the Pacers the run for their money. Mm-hmm. But the problem is we can never stay healthy.
It's true.
I think
it's like I said a couple weeks ago. The Aaron's version has passed that gypsy curse
onto Zeller.
Tyler Zeller. That's why Tyler Zeller's just stacking his injuries right now, while Anderson Varejao runs around healthy and Brazilian and stuff.
I'm hoping.
I was gonna put you on the spot because I thought you were a little perplexed as far as how you think the Cavs are gonna do. I was gonna put you on the spot and make you make a call as to just point blank playoffs or no. But saying they could contend for a second, that tells me everything I need to know about that question. So
yeah, I think they'll lead, if at worst they'll get the 8th seed.
I think so.
I think they could get a 6 or a 7.
Now we go to the South
they stay healthy.
East, and I'm gonna start in the state of Florida, and I'm gonna end in the state of Florida.
Yeah, let's just end this quick.
Orlando Magic, Charlotte Bobcats, Washington Wizards, Atlanta Hawks, Miami Heat.
Yep.
Yeah, the Heat are in that division, so we'll just...
Yeah, Charlotte's terrible, so they'll finish last.
Yeah. I think Orlando could be worse.
That is true. Orlando might be worse.
They took Victor Oladipo, who looks promising, but they also put him at point guard, which he does not play.
No.
So I don't know what's going to happen there. He looked like a very promising defensive shooting guard, and they're like, great. Well, now you're going to run the entire team. So now you're a point guard. That thing you never did in college.
Yeah. So they might be fighting for worst.
I do believe we are having some teams here contending for that last spot. I think it's something I think we have something we haven't had in a couple years is teams tanking. Because
there might be. There's going to be a deep draft
for the past couple weeks off the air.
The next draft is going to be pretty deep.
Is deep, and it starts at the top with a guy who is, and I hate doing this, but quote unquote the next LeBron James, Tyler Wiggins, the Canadian who went to I believe Kansas. It doesn't matter where he went because he's only there for like a season.
Himself.
Exactly. Tyler Wiggins is the golden prize at the end of the suck rainbow, and that's honestly you're going to see a lot of teams trying to get there. I believe, who did I mention earlier was, I think, the number one culprit. The Philadelphia 76ers. Trade away their all-star for a center who's going to be hurt all season long.
Yeah, they suck hard enough.
I don't know.
Then you get another number one, and then you have him to go with your center.
Exactly.
Next year they may
all
be
right,
pretty
we're
good.
picking the West in the second half. And
maybe.
Also, when we get back, we've got what's urinating us off. BCS rankings, if there's time. 3 up, 3 down, all that, and so much more. Listen to High on Sports on the MSC Radio Network.
With hundreds of live weather products products and layers, and thousands of combinations, Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and store monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
I can almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment. And they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time. MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com.
Project X Show.
Driven by porn. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network. Project X Show. Live on MorningshowCentral.com. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningshowCentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Yo, it's Woody. Now, I know a thing or two about women, and I want to help all the ladies out there take care of their men. Happy Endings Orgasmically Organic Massage Oil. Yeah, I said orgasmically organic, made right here in Cleveland. Now, no other product delivers this level of purity and performance. It's guaranteed to improve your overall experience and keeps that sensitive skin soft and smooth. Guys, don't be a tool. You're doing it anyway. Might as well do it right. Get your happy ending at happyendingsoil.com. That's happyendingsoil.com.
Jackass.
Hello, and welcome back to High on Sports. I'm Ralphie, and with me, as always,
Ashley.
And I'm Von Eric.
And whether you are joining us tonight or one of the many glorious apps at home on your computer, thank you for making High on Sports a part of your evening. If you are not on one of the many glorious apps, take your smartphone, search for TuneIn Radio. It's free to download. Simply install it. Search MSC Radio Network. Hit play. You are listening to us live on the go. Click the little heart, and it'll put us in your favorites where we belong. Remember, as always, you can call the show toll-free, 1-888-668-0742. Email your questions or comments to shows with an S at morningshowcentral.com. You can find us on Twitter at high_on_sports, or use the hashtag High on Sports or the hashtag MSC Radio Network, and either way we'll know what's going on. And of course, Facebook.com/High on Sports is the Facebook, obviously. Go ahead and give it a like, and we share a bunch of fun, videos, pictures, memes, which we'll get to in just a moment. And, a bunch of other fun stuff. HighOnSports.net is the website. It's got the archive of all our past shows, the blog with a weekly contribution from Mark. Thank you, Mark. And a bunch of other fun stuff. Again, that is HighOnSports.net. All right, we got a jam-packed second half for you. It is round 2. Let's go. Now, for you hardcore High on Sports nuts out there, you would know this is the part that is what's urinating us off. And it will be in just a moment. It has been slid back slightly as a programming adjustment for us to give you our NBA picks of the West. If you missed our picks of the East, I don't know what to tell you. I do know what to tell you. Listen to the replay, of course, and check us out on YouTube. Search for High on Sports. And do not be fooled by the imposters. We are the original red, white, and blue High on Sports. All right, so here we go. No.
Not the Canadians.
No. All right, let's start in the West, and we'll start in the Pacific as west as we can get. And starting from the bottom, I have the Phoenix Suns, who recently made a trade, actually, this past week.
They did. Got Emeka Okafor.
I don't get the point of it, but...
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Sacramento Kings. I have the Lakers in third because the Warriors took a step forward, and the Clippers are just a sound team, especially now with Doc Rivers at head coach. The Lakers, they're just... come on. This is the year they finally miss. They're not going to the playoffs this year. They're done for now. We'll tune back in on them in a couple of years. But what do you guys have in the Pacific?
I got the Clippers in first, but I do have the Lakers not in second, but in third after Golden State, but maybe still making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe still in there. Like,
I could be wrong,
I wouldn't count them out. I
see them at their best is like last year. They're going to nab that 7-8 seed near the end. And that's about as good as I think they're going to do.
Yeah, they got enough experience to at least nab that.
That's true. All right, Ashley, how about you?
Yeah, I'm taking the Clippers in first, easy. And then, because I don't know. Phoenix? Are they even going to win a game?
Are they still a team?
Do they still exist?
The El Sol.
I like
God.
Phoenix and Steve Nash to really make a run this year.
Yeah. But
He's still immediately what I think of
coming
when I
off the
think of the
bench,
Suns.
Charles
even
Barkley, power
with Kobe
forward.
coming back, I think Golden State will still be better than the Lakers too.
Exactly. Southwest, I have the Mavericks at the bottom because why not? New Orleans Pelicans, I have them just above him.
They're in last place for me just because of the stupid ass name.
All right, I know. Again, we've said the first thing I think when you hear Pelicans is throat pouch, and that does not intimidate fear.
They're just gonna scoop everyone up in their throat pouch. And
But I know
fly away.
they have Drew Holiday and Eric Gordon and
I don't care. It's a stupid effing name.
and Anthony Davis. It's promising, very promising there.
No.
Again, I think I mean they're I don't know if they're playoff ready, and if they are, again, it's like an 8 spot. But I think the West is too deep and talented. I think if they're in the East, they make the playoffs, and I think it's gonna be one of those situations. But here again, they're 4th in the division, behind the Memphis Grizzlies. Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets not good enough to dethrone the San Antonio Spurs. They stick on top again because, I mean, this is the year they're going to finally suck because this is the year I finally believe in them. So they'll find a way to make me look like a fool again. That's what the Spurs do. What do you think about Eric?
I have Memphis finishing first
wow.
in that division. I have
The number one franchise in all of sports, right?
Apparently,
Oh, yeah.
according to that weird article,
Oh yeah, that was an article in ESPN magazine.
have they
I
ever
don't think
even won anything?
I don't think we ever clarified on the air, but we talked about it off the air. It was due to fan voting.
Oh, was it?
Fan voting made
voting
the
put
Memphis
Memphis?
Grizzlies
Does
the
Memphis
number one
even have
franchise.
fans?
Do people live
Yeah,
in Memphis still?
all those Elvis fans.
But how would they?
Do it for Elvis. That was their like Twitter campaign.
Who the hell did they ask to vote? Just people in Memphis?
Well, apparently, people in Memphis still get magazine subscriptions, so
They're the only ones.
They must be the only ones.
Once the internet gets there,
yeah, then they
it'll
won't.
all be different.
Wow.
All right, Ashley, who do you got?
San Antonio. They might be old, but for some reason they can still win.
Exactly.
And then Memphis right behind them because they are getting good.
And over in the Northwest, I have the Utah Jazz at the bottom because they give me nothing to promote optimism.
No.
Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves. I think this could be the year that they maybe make a run to an 8 spot. I think they could finally go to the playoffs.
Well, all
this
they
year.
have is Kevin Love. The rest of their team is
Ricky Rubio.
yeah, no.
He's all right.
He's okay.
Yeah, what are you talking
He
about?
ain't gonna
He's
get
pretty
you to the playoffs.
He's pretty good.
He won't do that, but I would take him on my team.
Kevin Love's put up 30-30, and then you got Ricky Rubio, a guy who can actually pass and knows what he's doing at the point guard position. I like him.
He's okay.
I like him. Not as much as I like Portland, who I have going from bad to pretty decent this year. I have them at the number 2 spot in the Northwest. And the team winning the Northwest is the only team here that is not in the Northwest, the Oklahoma City Thunder, of course, taking that top spot.
Yep, I have Oklahoma City as well, and I confused them for Memphis. That's why I took Memphis in the other division. But yeah, I'll stick with Memphis though, and I'll take Oklahoma
Memphis
City
isn't bad.
as well.
Memphis isn't bad at all. They were what?
They are good. They are good.
They're
But
not bad.
Yeah,
Wasn't it Memphis this year that went to the
Yeah.
Western Conference Finals?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I was
lost to the
thinking
Spurs.
Durant played for Memphis, and I'm all confused. I'm still thinking World Series.
Yeah, you're still in baseball mode.
It's
you
okay.
you get another week of that before we start going on.
And then I
Before
don't
we
know
leave
what
you
I'm
behind.
going to do.
But yeah, I mean everybody's pretty much
Yeah, it's
convinced of
Oklahoma.
Thunder.
Oklahoma
And real quick, let's do. We'll give our championship matchups and then who we think is going to win it. And we'll actually start with Von Erich. What are you thinking?
I am going to go Oklahoma City
Okay.
against the New York Knicks.
Wow.
Knicks.
Wow.
Ooh.
You have
That's
Melo
ballsy.
leading the Knicks to the finals.
That's
and
ballsy.
dare I even ask who wins?
Oklahoma City.
Okay. All right. I was going to have a heart attack.
I think the Knicks will beat Miami.
What?
And
Wow.
I can't pick the Heat. I can't.
No, I won't either. I never will.
So
I get it.
I'm picking the Knicks
That's
over
bold.
the Heat.
That's bold. All right, Ashley, what do you got?
I'm taking Chicago
Uh-huh.
because that was my pick last year. Derrick Rose would have stopped being a baby and would have came back. against Oklahoma because I think they'll get past the Spurs this year.
All right, so Thunder Bulls, and who wins it?
Thunder will win. If the Thunder can get past San Antonio in the West, they'll win the finals.
Okay, I'll give you that. I have the Oklahoma City Thunder. I agree with that as well. We're all on the Thunder, I guess, right? Yeah, you said Thunder, right? Yeah.
I mean, as long as they stay healthy, obviously.
We're all high on the Thunder.
One of them goes down there.
Westbrook, I think, might not be starting the year just yet.
He'll be
it's
back,
nothing
though.
that'll really cost a major time, but might be a little late to the party. But that's okay because he'll figure it out. Kevin, I almost said Darnett. I almost just
Mixed
blended him with, although his offense with his defense, it would be scary if we could clone that. I don't know, but Kevin Durant, the Durantula, if you will, I think this could be the year he finally wins the MVP.
Yeah.
I can't imagine LeBron winning. What is this? Is like 30th or something? I've lost track. At some point, it's like, I feel like people stop giving him MVPs to just be like, all right, just shush. Just be quiet.
Just go back to Miami. Go to a nightclub.
Besides, it's going to the Cavs next year. Just kidding. We'll get on that later. That'll be a topic for later in this season because it'll come up a lot.
You're getting your hopes up, and then when it doesn't happen, you're going to be like, oh, that bastard, he did it again. Blah, blah, blah.
I have the Heat in the East, and I have the Heat winning the NBA Finals. Don't want to. But that's what I got. Sorry, they won the last two.
I don't care.
To be honest,
they won the last two and went to the last three. I see no reason
fairness,
not to.
I think we would have all picked them. It's the safest pick you could possibly make.
I want to pick against them. Trust me, I do. But
I'll always pick against them. I don't give a shit.
But I can't.
It's like I will never pick Pittsburgh to ever win a game or Michigan to ever win a game. I don't care if they're playing a middle school team. They're not gonna win.
All right.
I know Michigan can't even win.
Well, there's our champions. Some of us are happy with them. Some of us are not.
They lost to Oakland.
But we're gonna. All right, They did lose to Oakland.
Yeah, Terrell Pryor, 93-yard touchdown. Go Ohio State, boys.
All right, it's time for Von Erich. It's Von Erich time, by which I mean it's time for what's urinating us off.
But before we do that,
you're right. I'd like to issue an apology from the from
collectively
all of us here at On Sports. The person who posted this has I won't name names, but
remain nameless.
They have been dealt with behind the scenes
accordingly,
behind closed curtains.
Got lashings.
We've kept it in house. As we thought was appropriate. There's a meme, if you will, posted this week of America's sweetheart Al Bundy from Married with Children. Of course, our beloved Ed O'Neill, Ohio native Ed O'Neill. He's from like Youngstown or something. I don't know, but
around there, yeah.
Either way, there's a picture of him going back, sort of posing with a football, and the caption says, "Still a better quarterback than Brandon Whedon."
Yeah, we got that picture up now.
We do. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, Chris, can you cut to that, actually? We got it up on the screen, and as you can see, he's posing with the football. Still a better QB than Brandon Whedon. And this isn't just, on us or just here. It's something all over the internet. Still a better quarterback than Tony Romo. Still a better quarterback than whoever your team's quarterback is that you're mad at the moment.
Pro teams, college teams, they're all using it. All these teams that want a new quarterback and they want to make fun of their current one, they're using this meme.
Exactly.
Problem is...
Al Bundy was not a quarterback.
Nope.
He was a running back.
Al Bundy was a running back at Polk High who set the record for scoring four touchdowns
in one
game.
Not even spare tire Johnson could stop him in his quest for 4 touchdowns.
Exactly. So, again, from the bottom of our hearts... And all to the Married with Children
would like
fans,
to apologize.
We would like to apologize. And most importantly, to possibly a fan of the show, Ed O'Neill. Probably not, though. But Ed, if you're listening, you're not. But if you are...
We would like you at running back,
We're sorry. And you can come play running back. Still a better running back than Willis McGahee, maybe. Why not? Although, hey, leave McGahee alone. He's tired.
He's been okay.
He's tired.
He's old.
He's old and he's tired.
Yeah.
All right,
he's
but
been okay, though.
You've got something that really strikes a vein with the youth of America today. A certain a jingle or philosophical question.
I've been urinated off all weekend. As we know, World Series going on, tied 2-2.
Sure.
Tightly contested.
Oh yeah.
And of course, you get some song parodies for your World Series team, especially in the markets that the Red Sox and Cardinals are in.
Oh God, I already know what's coming now.
And we got the audio clip. Certain I won't mention the radio station because I don't even know and I don't even care, and
don't
you
want
know
them to get
they don't
attention.
deserve attention. But they decided to do a little song parody of a popular song, and song parodies are good if you're Weird Al, you know how to do them. But 99%.
If you're just Weird Al, just pretty much just him.
Yeah, because he's the only one who knows how to do it really, really good.
99% of the people cannot do song parodies. They sound terrible, and you're just embarrassing yourself, like this audio clip right here. I apologize if I tap out early.
What does the fox say?
Sox go
I'm out.
boom. Playoffs now. Valentine fired. Fans cheering loud. Fenway Park. Big Papi. Clay is back with guns and
am I listening to?
Pitching staff with Lester's K's. And our bats go pow, pow, pow. But there's one sound that we all know. What does the Sox say? Win, 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 win. What does the Sox say? Beer, 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 beer. What does the Sox say? Green, 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 monster. Green, 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 green.
All right, pause it, right there. The Green Monster. He wants to talk about that. I hope the guy who made this song ends up dangling off the top of the Green Monster by his neck.
If he's ever up there, he should jump.
Yes.
Should probably
Exactly.
jump.
Oh,
It makes me passionately want the Cardinals to win.
It does.
Just because I know whoever is doing
What does
this
the Sox
likes
say?
the Red Sox.
not to be
The
outdone. Can we hear track number 2?
What do the cards say?
They made one for the Cardinals too.
What the cards say? Win, 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 win. Win, 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 win,
I
win.
can't do it.
Win, win, win,
I
win,
can't
win,
do
win,
this
win.
anymore.
Oh my God.
The cards say.
You know, this is why we don't make parody songs. Because they sound like this. And you just embarrass yourself.
Monster. Green, 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 green. Rawr.
You know what I'm pulling
He
for
just
now?
go rawr.
Monster.
I'll tell you what I'm pulling for
Green
now.
monster, rawr.
I want like a Noah-esque downpour of rain that delays the rest of the World Series so long that it's canceled and that none of them get to win. That's what I want now because of what I've
No, it's not on either of the teams. It's on the lame-ass radio stations from those Boston market and St. Louis.
Monsters, Green Monsters.
The Green Monster market
Rawr.
and the Cardinal
Rawr.
market.
Rawr in there.
Rawr.
And
God.
yeah, don't blame the teams. Just
Wow.
No, I don't. I just don't want those people to be happy. I just whatever
Yeah.
makes them unhappy is what I'm rooting for.
I mean, I feel like, if it was people with decent voices and maybe better lyrics, it could have been okay.
maybe if it was Weird Al.
It could have been good.
You said
He could
better
have made
voices,
it
better lyrics. So if this were a different song done by someone else, I might enjoy it. Maybe.
good. I mean, at least something that could have made you laugh. 'Cause, I mean, it did make me laugh, but that's because it was just that terrible.
Oh man, exactly. I feel uncomfortable. I don't feel right. If they were
That was
here,
bad.
I would just. I don't know what I'd do. I couldn't.
I don't know why I get so upset over things like this, but maybe it's being in the radio business, and if say for instance, we come in and we hear from the higher ups that, hey, this is going to be this little parody song we're going to play. It's going to be funny, and that were
No.
to play. Oh, I'd be the one hanging off the Green Monster.
I'd just leave. The mic's still hot and everything. Just get up.
Wow.
Go back up.
That was bad. What does the sock say? The sock doesn't say anything. The sock is stinky.
The sock says, "I lost my friend in
Yeah.
laundry."
My friend got lost in the dryer. Please find him. That's what
him.
the sock says. It doesn't
He's
say
missing.
when.
I send my socks back through the laundry when it's lost.
If it's Kurt Schilling's sock, it
imagine-
says put a goddamn Band-Aid on your
I
ankle.
imagine it's on a recon mission.
It's an adamant object.
Exactly.
At least the
Just like
Cardinals,
foxes.
at least a bird can say something.
What does the Cardinal say? Tweet, 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 and that's
Yeah, don't
it.
they put that in the
Or
real
something.
song?
I don't know. It's
Bird goes tweet.
It really doesn't.
exactly. In the beginning of the song, they answer what a Cardinal says. Bird
Yeah.
goes tweet. Okay, well,
That's the Cardinal.
pretty cut and dry. You got your answer right there. Not much more I can do. That is, I can see why that urinates you off. That makes me sad that I'm the same species as the people that made that. That bothers me.
We're in the same business.
We breathe the same air.
make more money than us.
Isn't that sad?
Oh,
That's sad. That's
that.
That's dangling from the green monster type sad. Whew. That's the final push you need to just jump off it. Anyways, let's look at some people who had some pretty bad weeks, and then we'll look at some people that had some pretty good weeks. This is 3 up, 3 down. Down number 3, probably not in the best order, but I put Travis Benjamin, the Browns return man and wideout, torn ligament in his knee, done for season.
That's sad.
Same injury that took away Brian Hoyer is now the one that took away Travis Benjamin. Down number 2, they're all injuries actually this week, except for number 2, which is a guy coming off an injury, but he's still down. Matt Schaub. Despite returning from his injury to practice today, the Texans have decided they will keep Case Keenum at quarterback, at least for this week, and who knows what happens with that. Interesting. Down number 1, though, Michael Vick. He finally did it. Came back from his injury to re-injure the same thing. His hamstring. He said he heard a quote-unquote pop. Nothing on your body should pop, right? Anyway.
Who would have thought Michael Vick getting injured?
Yeah. Who would have thought?
No one saw that coming.
Matt Barkley, first career start next week.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, no. Up time. Up number 3, the Oregon Ducks. It's the return of the Quack. They have leapfrogged Florida State to take the number 2 spot in the BCS rankings.
They took it
if
back.
If the championship were tonight, it would be Bama, Oregon, and we would all be pleased.
And we'd
except
be
for us who
playing
want to
Florida
see
State in the Rose Bowl.
Ooh. Up number 2, Calvin Johnson. 329 receiving yards.
Oh my God, did he have a
lead the
day?
Lions over the Cowboys.
Jesus. He had 14 catches, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns?
329 receiving yards.
It's like the best
jumped
day
out to
ever.
me. Kansas City Chiefs are on the top of the list this week. Remain the only undefeated team in the NFL at 8-0.
Hey, Kansas City, start thanking Devon Best because he gave you that game.
Yeah, sucked to lose to him, but hey, good work, Kansas City, from worst to first. Last year they were
give them that.
Last year they were the number 1 overall pick, and now we gotta be worst.
Because we don't have
first.
Andy Reid as a coach.
We gotta be worst first? Are you kidding me?
No,
We've
like
been
worst.
over 15
No.
years.
No,
We've always
worst,
been
worst.
really bad, but we
never
gotta be
worst,
Jacksonville
worst.
bad. All right, well we gotta take off tonight
They won
because
2
of course
games last year.
it is time for everything in between. With your host Von Erich, and joining you tonight is
Free till dawn in studio.
Sounds pretty damn good. I'll be checking that one out. So for Chris, for Von Erich, for Ashley, I'm Robbie saying good night, everybody. We will see you next week, same time, same place. Thanks for listening to High on Sports on MorningshowCentral.com.